Hi everybody, it's Catherine from The Pink Designs. My project today is this little gift box that I just love it. It's so bright and cheerful, just in time for spring, that I made using these mini chocolate bars from Dollar Tree. These are delicious. They're made in Poland and they're just delicious chocolate, and it's 4 little chocolate bars for $1. So it costs you 25 cents each for a little gift, plus all your work, which is a lot. I know. I used the Pretty Perennials stamp set for these 2 flowers, and the Perennial Petals dies for the pieces up here and the leaves, and the Artistry BLOOMS designer series paper. Right, now this is pretty quick and easy, and it only takes a 4 by 4.5 piece of paper, so you could get several out of a 12 by 12. You can use up your scraps, you can use up pieces of your 6 by 6 papers that are not full. Very quick and easy. You have to do a lot of die cutting before, but if you get all of that done, you're in good shape. Alrighty, so I'm taking a 4.5 by 4 inch piece of designer series paper. Let's get our Simply score. Okay. So on the 4.5 inch side, we're going to score at 1/2, 2, 2.5, and 4. Then we're going to turn it to the 4 inch side, and we're going to score at 1/2 and at 3.5. All right, now I'm going to fold and burnish. Okay, now, as you notice, it's symmetrical. So you could either start this way or this way. Just decide which one you want your top, depending on your pattern. And what we're going to do is this. Okay, we're just going to get rid of this bottom square here, and then cut everything as we usually do on the bottom. And then we're going to get rid of the square, rectangle, square, and square over here. Alrighty, so we're starting on the bottom right corner of whichever way you decided, okay? And we're going to cut this rectangle edge straight and then wedge up above the square to remove that square. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And then we're going to go to the other side of the rectangle and cut that straight, and this rectangle side we're going to cut straight, and then we're going to wedge the square. And then we're going to move over to this square. We're going to cut the side of the rectangle straight and then wedge the square. Okay, so now we wedged this, so I want you to go up here and wedge this on the other side of it and take out the square up there also. Okay, so now it looks just like this for now. All right, and this is going to be our back here where it comes together. So this is the flap we need to keep, since it's going to fold over to the front. Okay, so we're going to keep the flap that's right next to the wedges that we did, this long skinny rectangle here. So that's one we're going to keep. Okay, so now that the one we wedge is on the left hand side, so we're going to keep this little rectangle here, and then we're going to take away the square, the rectangle, and the other square. Okay, so that's what it looks like after we're done cutting, and it matches up just right. All right, if you want to take a little screenshot of that so you have something to refer to. Now we need the detail trio puncher. I'm just going to round the corners of these 2 edges of the flap with the corner rounder. Okay, and now that's what it looks like. And I'm going to use tear and tape to close the box because that's my favorite way, because I can control it the best. Even though this paper doesn't need it, you could use your Stampin' Seal if you wanted to. Or liquid glue, but that takes longer to dry. Alright, and then we're just going to close it and flip the other end to meet it. Okay, now this is going to be our back since that's where the seam is. So we're going to put those sides in, fold down the back, and this is the one we want to put a little bit of tear and tape on this side. And there you go. Okay, and there's your box. So I'm just going to take one of these candy bars. So I'm just going to put the candy bar in. And you can kind of squeeze the top so that this flap can come kind of fold over. All right, and now we need some Daffodil Delight ruched ribbon. And what we're going to do is we're just going to tie it to close it. We're just going to wrap it around and then tie a bow, whoops, right on top of the flap. Okay. And then I'm just going to tie a bow. Okay, so now using the Perennial Petals dies, I cut out one of the leaves and two of the smaller, I guess they're scribble flowers, kind of, a little bit. Okay, and we have to do some stamping, so I need some basic white. Okay, so we're going to do our Melon Mambo stamping first, and we're going to use the medium-sized flower in the set. And we're going to use some scrap, and we're going to stamp it off. So we're going to go on there, and then we're going to put it on our basic white. Okay, so that was, again, Melon Mambo. And now we're going to use the small flower with Mango Melody. And we're going to stamp that off also. 1 and 2. Okay. Now I'm just going to use the matching dies to cut them out, and I'll be right back. Okay. So we have our leaves, these two, I guess they're outline flowers, and we're going to put them onto this big one with just a little bit. I'm going to use my silicone mat just in case I spill any. We don't need this yet. All right, and liquid glue. And I'm just going to put a dab of liquid glue on that centerpiece there. And I'm going to kind of offset, but leave a little room for this one to offset it also. Okay, there we go. All right, and we'll let that one dry. And what I want you to do with the leaves, now I'm going to cut off the very bottom of it and leave all 3 leaves on there though. All right. And I'm going to attach the leaves. I want a little bit of glue basically at the base of each leaf, towards the bottom of the leaf. So we don't want to plaster it all the way down, but we want it to stick over the ribbon. Some of it can get on the ribbon. It's okay with that too. I'm just going to hold that. Oopsie, I'm always off the frame, sorry. Just gonna hold that for a minute. And then as you can see, oopsie, I might not have it down exactly where I need it. Let's just hold it a little longer. My fingers are sticky. There we go. Okay, so that's stuck on. And then I want, it's the wrong cap. Then I want you to get your Stampin' Pierce mat or whatever foamy thing you have, and a Bic pen. I love this little hole in the top of a Bic pen. And I want you to just press gently in the middle of both of the flowers, okay? And then we need some glue dots. And we're going to place them on our box. I don't know if I should have just put the flower on there. All right, and then I put this one up a little bit, and I put the little one down by the end of the, so that it covers where the end of the leaves stem is. I'm just gonna, all right. And then for the final touch, I wish this ribbon would stay down, but I guess it's curled up. We are going to use some Opal Rounds, and I'm going to put a small one in the small flower and a large one on the large flower. Oops, my fingers are very sticky, so they're grabbing everything. Here's my other finger. And there you go. Very quick and easy. I think these would be lovely for a little springtime brunch or a little shower or favor or Easter morning on the table. Looks very pretty and springy. Or even summery, this could be too. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to purchase any of these supplies or any other supplies, or you have any questions, my address is at the top of the screen, katherinetiemann.stampinup.net, and my email is on my blog, which I will link below. And please, if you haven't subscribed or would like to, please subscribe and hit the like button if you like my project today. Thank you. I will see you next time. Bye.